What's going on, people? What's up? What's up, people? What's going on? Hey, it's your boy Bodied By Rico here. Listen, I am so excited to come to y'all today. I got two wonderful people on the line. So listen, I need y'all to comment. I need y'all to ask questions. I just need y'all to go ahead and be real right now because we're gonna have a real conversation with two beautiful women who started with me before this whole thing kicked off. This Body by Rico brand. I'm so excited to have this conversation with them today because they're gonna tell you how it is. They're gonna tell you how real it is or how crazy it is working with me. But without further ado, I want to introduce you to Nikki Bean. Hey, Nikki, how are you today?
Hey.
And I want to introduce you also to Tiffany Green. What's up, Tiff?
Good evening. Good evening.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, listen, I want to go ahead and start this thing off. I just want to first off tell the people who you are, Nikki, and what you do, where you from, just a little bit about yourself. So go right on ahead and do that for me.
Okay, I'm Nikki. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm a practice manager for internal medicine, and I also do Mary Kay, and that's it. I'm a mom.
Your mom, all right. Are you originally from here, Cincinnati?
Yep.
Okay, all right, all right. Tiff, go ahead and tell the people where you are, who are you, and what you do, and all that good jazz. Go from there.
All right. So my name is Tiffany Green. I am from Cincinnati, Ohio, born and raised, and I actually work for the city of Cincinnati. I'm a police officer, and I have one beautiful daughter.
Fantastic, fantastic. So listen, I just want to jump right into this because you all have been rocking with me for quite a while, right? And I just wanted to get to the point where, if I could start with you, Tiff, just, basically, you've taken this fitness journey. You and I have met. We met. It was crazy. We met at a patio bar, right? We met at a patio bar, and
Yes.
you was asking me. It was like, hey, you work out, and we had some mutual friends and being involved there, and you asked me that you wanted to work out. So tell me all about why it became important to you. Tell me about the whole fitness thing because that was more so over a year, almost a year ago, right? That happened.
It'll actually be a year coming up in January.
Okay, all right. So talk about that a little bit. Why?
So you're right. So we were first introduced in a social setting through a mutual friend, and I think the next time I seen you out in a social setting again, I noticed, I'm like, Dag, I'm like, okay, Rico, like what you been up to? What you been doing? And you had to like, hey, I'm like really in that gym hitting the weight. And I'm like, okay. And so we were just talking about it. And that's when you invited me to come to the gym to get a workout in. And it was in mid-January because it would have been after my birthday. And so that's how this all came to be
Yeah. So
for
talk about a
me.
little bit. So talk about a little bit why though. Doing that. Was it just that the fact that you was somebody was in the gym and somebody was working out to the same style that you wanted to work out to? How it all became like to the point where you knew
What
that this.
what oh, it definitely was me. I mean, I definitely knew that I had gained a significant amount of weight, and I just no longer liked my appearance and how looked at my clothes. And so I knew it was going to be important. I said, hey, you just got to get in the gym. Stop talking about it and be about it.
Mhm. Right, right. Now, Nikki, same thing for us. And so, Nikki, we met in a different type of setting. So, Nikki, you're in the healthcare profession, and we met during that time. And we had some definitely the same as Tiff. We had some mutual friends and doing that. So,
Yeah.
how come it became important to you? Tell about a little bit about your life story. Why fitness is important.
I actually just like working out now. It's kind of weird. It's weird. I really do like working out. I really just want to be healthy, to live a longer life, honestly. When I started working out with you, it was really just to start learning how to run. I wanted to learn to do some races. So it was a 1 day a week type of workout with some. I do remember our first workout. I had to debate if I was coming back.
Okay, okay. We're gonna dive into that. We're gonna dive into that because the people want to know what Body by Rico is all about. So we're gonna dive into that.
Okay, so I mean, seriously, the first workout, it was butt kicks, high knees. First off, I was trying to figure out if it was real because I'm like, everybody that's built, does not mean that you actually know how to train. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna give it a shot. I met you at like 5:30 in the morning. And then you want me to do high knees and kicks and all this type of stuff at 5:30 a.m. And I was sweating, and I had an issue with sweating. I don't like to sweat. I want to work out, but I don't want to sweat. I ain't about that life.
Hey, comment if you don't like to sweat. Okay, comment down there. Show some love.
Lots of hearts.
If you don't like to sweat, comment down below and say, Nikki, I don't like to sweat either. That's funny. So you talk about, so we're gonna dive into that a little bit, So you've been rocking with me for a while, into the whole thing as far as the Bodied by Rico, and just let's talk about the experience a little bit that you've had now getting into the Bodied by Rico family and what that all means, because you're like one of the first members, outside of Meyer, as far as in doing that. I mean, you're one of like the first members. So talk a little bit about that whole thing, what the experience has been for you.
Oh, the experience is different. First off, I've never been a fan of personal training. So we get to have a keep it real conversation. I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
I never was a fan of personal training. I thought it was overpriced for something that I could YouTube and figure out myself. But I will say, after my first run, I remember texting Rico. We did the Coco run. And I text Rico like, oh, shoot, I shaved my time by like 4 minutes. So I was impressed. And then, remember it was the Coco. Go back to your text messages. And I was excited. After that, remember that I didn't get serious though, working out with you until the pandemic. And that's when in like March, we went hard with really working out. I think probably the most memorable moment was actually a few weeks ago. So we started going real hard and the weight started finally coming out because I really started putting in the work and following more of the meal plan. But I remember I ate a half a cup of white rice, I think. Y'all, and Rico took these little white things and threw them like, why would you eat that white rice?
No, Nikki, it was when you told us you went to the Chinese restaurant.
Oh, yes. There it is. Yes, you were working out with me and you went to the Chinese restaurant. Yes.
Yeah. That was a good memory, Tiff.
I remember that.
But it taught me accountability. I knew I had to get serious because you were serious about what you was doing with me. And I actually enjoy what I do with you. So I was like, the last thing I would want is for you to give up on me because I want that cheat meal that means the world to me. So
right. Talk about your experience. You've been rocking me for a minute. Talk about your experience. How has it been with you as far as with the Bodied by Rico experience?
Definitely. I will say this. So Rico is great because Rico is going to show up no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to show up for that workout. So me and Rico, we mesh so well because he offers a 6 a.m. workout. And to be honest, he will even meet you there at 5:30 a.m. So he will meet on Thursday with his bruh. And I'm like, you ain't showing, you ain't gonna be here at 6 a.m. He's texting me like, you got 5 minutes to get here. I'm like, damn. and so you think to yourself, you're like, okay, if he's gonna get up out of his bed and he's gonna come meet me at the gym at 6 a.m., I'm gonna show up. And so that was the one thing that changed with me this time was the consistency and actually showing up at my scheduled times. And so that was huge. That was huge for me. And so I got used to and I enjoyed those 6 a.m. workouts. I love to knock my workouts out in the morning opposed to like an afternoon session.
Yeah.
But and then the pandemic hit and I just looked at him like, what are we gonna do? And it was just like for men, he just never stopped. And he actually transformed his basement for us and turned it into a gym.
It's still not transformed.
I don't know. I'm not too sure if Myra appreciated it, I really did. So I love the fact that, you know, you guys opened up your home to me,
Yeah.
and it was great. Yeah. Have some beautiful kids, and we rocked out.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And it
No.
actually,
Hashtag
and it
Myra
actually
rocks.
helped.
Hashtag Myra
Yeah.
Rock.
And it
Myra
helped.
rocks.
It helped out. You know? And
Hey,
it
look,
kept
look,
us sane.
Yeah.
you know what? You're also a blessing to others. I mean, Lisa says, "Thank you, Tiff, for encouraging me to join you at Bodied by Rico." So you really spread the word as far as for people as well. So I appreciate you both for every time I post or do something that you are rocking 100% behind me and ensuring that I do get the likes and being involved with there because of the use of social media. I appreciate that, but it's more so about you all because you all have done some amazing, amazing things with the program. I just want to talk about a little bit as far as your successes. Okay, I want to talk about successes with that because when I tell everybody this, okay, I tell everybody this that it is 10% of what I do. It's 90% of what you do. And
Yeah.
you all have taken the ball, you have ran with it for a football analogy for those that know about football, just ensuring that your health is important to you. Nikki, talk a little bit about your successes that you've had since taking this thing seriously, where you come from, and now where you at today.
So, oh my God, I feel like I'm about to cry. So I come from being stuck right recently in the 230s. Like everything was in the 230s. And then you like kept working with me to figure out what workouts was going to push that scale number, which honestly really meant the world. Like that's the one thing I can say about the Body by Rico family is that every workout is not the same for each person. You literally curtailed the workouts to make it happen for that person. So we pushed hard to start moving that scale. And now I'm literally 7 pounds away from one of my biggest goals. During a time where a lot of people were gaining weight and just eating, just the commitment that first really went in by you before I even really committed. You committed to actually helping me rain, sleet, snow, sunshine, whatever, making sure cardio was very important to me, and that I knew the benefit from cardio as well as toning, and while we weren't doing some toning when we really needed to be doing cardio.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really big for me right now is that I was able to take what I learned and actually apply it even when I'm not with you, and just getting ready to hit this big goal that we have.
Yeah, no
These
doubt.
next 2
We're
weeks.
almost there. Hey, Will said, my boy Will says, cry. Just let the emotion out.
I know, right?
Will say, just go ahead and cry. Just go ahead and let it out. Just go ahead. We all family here being involved.
Yeah. And it really is like I do want to backtrack on what Tiff said. Like, big shout out to you, Myra, for opening up your doors, for opening up your street, from running heels and everything over there. Like, I really appreciate it. Some people you could have really just said like, yeah, we got to stop until we figure out what's going on. But you didn't do that. You and Myra. Myra, thank you for the shuffles. I appreciate you.
Well, let's on the flip side then, and I'll get to you, Tiff, in a minute. But let's on the flip side. Let's talk about the disappointments. What are some of the disappointments during this track? And we've had some conversations. You don't have to it could be just between you and I.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah.
But let the people know about some of the disappointments you've had on this road of this journey and those types of things. So let that all out as well too.
Disappointments are more so I know when I could do a little bit better. So sometimes we're not always honest. Like I'll have a moment and I want to swear I'm doing my best, but I know I did not in terms of following the meal plans, or sometimes eating is my biggest, my enemy. And sometimes, we'll be in challenges and I'm like, yeah, I know I lost 2 or 3 pounds this week, even though I know I had cows on Friday, and then when it comes to it, it's like, I didn't lose nothing, or I'll maybe even gained a pound or 2. And it was like, okay, do I want to just let this go? Or instead of just having one bad day, can I go ahead and rock the whole weekend now and just make it one bad weekend and start over Monday? But this journey for me this time has been a little different. It really has. Like, it was more of, okay, If I have cows on Friday, it's just cows on Friday. That's just it that one time. But Saturday, I'm back on it. Like, I know I got work to do. Right. So I take it a lot more serious because I can't have you put more into me than I'm going to put into me. Mm-hmm. So this time I take it a little bit serious. There are many disappointments. There are times that I wish I, could have done and would have done more. Right. It doesn't happen, but it's okay.
I know. Hey, look, I'm definitely listening to you. I'm just looking at the comments coming in. Will says, "Hey, the disappointment was that white rice that you had."
Will, it was good. It was jasmine rice. It really it's buttery and fluffy.
And then rice maker. And then Robin says, "Hey, but Robin says, Cal's on Friday. Yes, tell him this."
Robin petty. First off, Robin is petty. She's a snitch.
I mean, it's only fair that she gets you back. But let's go to Tiff. I mean, Tiff, really, same questions, successes. Let's start with the successes that you've had. Can you hear me?
For me?
Yes, same.
What was it?
Successes. Yeah, let's go talk about your successes first, and then let's talk about your disappointments.
Okay. So my success is I know for a fact I'm a lot stronger. So I've probably taken off more inches than anything versus the weight at this point. So being physically stronger, I'm excited. I'm ecstatic about. The disappointment comes in not seeing the scale go down like I would like it to. But I don't have Rico to blame for that. I only have myself to blame for that. And that was because I would put in the work. But Rico's like, at the end of the day, you can't outrun that diet. And I'm a social person, and I like to socialize, and I like to eat, and I like to drink. And it was gonna hold me back, so I had to make a choice. Now I wasn't telling Rico, like, yeah, I'm going to the Chinese restaurant. But I'm being honest, ladies. Like, you can't have 3 or 4 glasses of wine and think that it's not going to count. Wine is full of carbs. It really is. And that was my issue. And I love to snack. So I really had to I had to really change my mindset on my eating habits. And once we did the detox, Rico, it all started there. I mean, my energy, for the first couple of days I was sluggish, but I could just see a difference at the end of that 7 days. I've definitely seen a difference. And then I could change, it was easier for me to work on my diet. And then, of course, incorporating meal prep with Sabrina. Sabrina.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. She does
Sabrina. Yes.
At 5-star meal prep.
Lisa say eating all our enemies is a daily struggle for her. So definitely she understands that.
Yes.
And then Kayla also says,
yes.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
Thank you.
She says, congratulations on your journey to better health and strength. Continue doing it. Those things that you talked about, and you kind of you both kind of hit on those things, is that your disappointments are, you have to look at it where your workout, whatever you do, right, matches the eating that you do. You can't eat like trash. I mean, you got to know your body. I talked about this last week with my sister last week, and she talked about detoxing, right? And shout out to her for her amazing things that she does with detoxing. But you have to look at it from the standpoint, if you are serious about trying to get your body into a situation where you're getting better health, and I'm not saying everybody's going to be an avid lifter. I'm not going to say everybody's going to be an avid runner, but whatever it may be, a walker, whatever it is, I tell this all the time, and Lisa understands, she knows better than anybody when I say this, is that run your own race. I mean, you are not going, it's not about if you are in a group of people and such person, like Lisa lost more weight than Tiffany. Lisa's body type may be different than Tiffany's. So you got to look at it from the standpoint of what you're doing and what Lisa's doing is totally 2 different things. But ensure that you're going to get there if you just stay consistent in doing that. And it sounds like both of you have stayed consistent. You continue to overcome your things that you talked about earlier in your disappointments. So shout out to both of you all. I think it's just amazing. There's one thing I want to ask you is, what's the favorite thing you like about working out? And I'll start with you, Tiff. What's the favorite
My
thing?
favorite thing that I like.
Yeah, what's your favorite thing about?
Oh, when it's over. when it's over, and I'm hitting that door. Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Yeah. That's why the guy at the gym, when I come in, he's like, "You never smile," and then when I leave, I'm like, "Bye," and he's like, "Oh, now you're gonna smile? It's over."
Real talk. Real talk. Okay. Kayla laughing too, like.
I'm sorry. I mean, that's honest to God truth.
She said, honest. She honest. Hey, this is a real conversation. This is a real conversation. So yeah, definitely. Nikki, what's the favorite thing about you? What's the favorite part about working out for you?
I like gorilla squats.
Okay. So you're a hot girl. That's all that is. You like to
No.
you just like to drop it down.
Dancing.
You're being a hot girl right now in them gorilla squats. Why do you like gorilla squats so much?
Because I never done them before. Like that was my first time ever. So it was something new. Like I've been trying to work out a really long time. Like it's been some years of the up and down battle of weight loss and gaining weight and losing weight. But like usually when I go someplace, most of the exercises are pretty much the same. So when I did gorilla squats, it was different and I was excited. So I like gorilla squats. And everywhere I'm go, I want to let the people of God know all about gorilla squats. Hallelujah.
The people of God has to know.
Okay, so I do have one move that you introduced me to that I really do like. Though.
Okay. Let me write this down.
I mean, but now I'm not.
I swear. Let me write this down.
Because it's gonna become too much.
Let me write this down.
Okay, so. Okay, so he knows I want to get rid of my rolls, my little backpack, and so the pull down exercise like this, the targets right there on the side. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, Rico. I'm liking this one.
Love it. I wrote that down to ensure. Hey, Lisa, that's not right, Lisa. Look.
None of it.
He said none of it, but the results.
But the results.
That ain't even right, Lisa. You gotta understand it. All right, a couple more things I just want to go and talk to you all about. So, other than just, you talked about a little earlier, other than just the working out part of it, right? Is there any things that you all use for as products or detox? I know you talked about detox and meal preparations. You talked about that. What are some of the other things that you all use to implement to complement the workout that you're doing? So let the people know kind of what do you do so that if they're thinking about it, they can do it, and then if they can reach out to you, type of deal. So what do you do? Go ahead.
Nick
first? Yeah, go ahead, Tiff. You go. You seem like you was interested in the conversation.
Yeah.
No, and I was about to go on, but and grab something, but no. For one, definitely talk over with your physician about like some supplements, some vitamins. I think it's very important to get a really good multivitamin, but sometimes if you're lacking energy, it's not always B12. You could have another deficiency. It could be magnesium and you not know it. So I definitely say you start with your physician on, what supplements like vitamins will best, help. The other thing too was 5-star meal prep was a lifesaver. Because that's half the battle too, of what you're putting in your mouth. And then we're busy, we're full-time working parents, so that was important. And then I truly, for the detox, I fell in love with Teamy. So I love their energy, their skinny energy tea, and then the detox tea. And trust me, Teamy's not paying me, so this is like free promo, but I've tried different detox. Yeah, I've tried several different detox teas, but I love her formula, her blend, so it works.
Nice, good.
And so that's what I was drinking during the 7-day detox. Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Nick? What kind of things do you use to go in and compliment? What helps you?
Well, I use like histamine pills.
Okay.
It's for your joints. And honestly, so I have arthritis in both my knees. I have moderate, not mild, arthritis. So that really does help me. Me and Rico talk all the time about this left knee issues that I have. But I used to have them with both knees. But I take at least 1,500 grams of that a day, which is 2 pills. I live by it. I believe it really just helps all of your joints. That's like my biggest thing. Now I do take a shot of apple cider vinegar mixed with lemon. That actually helps my workouts. Like it gives me a little bit more energy because I like to work out in the morning and kind of get it over with.
Yeah.
So the apple cider vinegar, it like kind of gets me reared up, and it also controls some of my appetite. So
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Kayla asked Tiffany. I know Tiffany's probably going to get a tea right now, but she asked her. She said she broke up. She was looking for the tea, detox tea. So, Kayla will get that for you when Tiffany comes back. As we continue going on, I just want to, wrap the conversation up as Tiffany gets to that. But I'll ask you a quick question, Nick. What types of tips can you provide for someone who's contemplating, right, working out? They're saying, I need to work out, but they haven't made the decision in working out. What kind of advice can you give to them to get them over the hump so they can go ahead and take that first step?
Yeah, I would say just do it. Just show up. Anything that's offered, whether it's a class, like we do have something going on tomorrow that's going to be absolutely amazing. So anytime you see that, if you just need a little bit of encouragement, I say just show up and just do it. To a newbie, honestly, I say schedule a one-on-one with a trainer, because once you get that one-on-one where you make that workout just for them, it really makes the difference. So I would say just more importantly, just show up and do it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. That was like my biggest thing with the 10 miles last week. I had no intentions on doing 10 miles that day, but I showed up anyway because I knew I was going to do something. I didn't let the number stop me. And then I looked up and I did over 10 miles. So I think sometimes you become your worst enemy. Make sure, you have to fight against yourself. Like getting up, putting the clothes on, getting in the car and getting to that destination is the most important part.
Gotcha. Tim, did you find it? You found the detox?
Yeah, I found it. So it's two different. It's they package them together, so you actually use both of them. So if you drink one a day, it has the instructions, Leah. But so it's the Teamy Skinny and then the Teamy or detox.
The Teamy Colon.
Yeah. So yeah, it works.
That's a mean stool right there.
And Leah, I've tried several different products before, but I've been very pleased with her blends of teas.
I'm sorry. Am I saying her name wrong?
Huh?
Am I saying her name wrong?
How did you pronounce it?
I said Kalia. Oh, Kalia. I'm sorry, Kalia. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's Kalia, and I'm sorry, but I call her Leah. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got you. No, I figured that you were a friend of hers because you were saying Leah. I'm saying Kayla, but it's Kalia. My fault.
Kalia. Forgive him. He old. He 40. He old.
So, what was the question? I missed the question when I went.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna ask you too. Yeah, Michaela says she's proud of both of you. So definitely. So Michaela.
That's Malika.
Excuse me.
That's Malika. It's Malika and Kalia.
Malika, I'm sorry.
Sorry, lady. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I said it. I saw the L and thought it was a K, and I was just like, it's all right. But the question is, let's move on. The question is, what types of tips can you provide for the people who are thinking about working out but haven't made that step in working out? What advice can you give to them who's on this or that has been thinking about it for quite some time but just hasn't quite went into a gym or got with a trainer or done any of those types of things?
In all honesty, I mean, there are so many great trainers, programs out there. You just have to find what works for you. What works for me and Nikki might not work for the next person, but you just have to find what works for you. and just stay
Mhm.
consistent with it. You know, whether it's joining, you know, a walking group, a running club, or, you know, you have to find what you like to do and what works best for you
Yep.
and just be consistent with it.
No doubt. I appreciate. I really like both of what you all said. You all basically gave some very, very informative information that I think the people can go along with. You know, we had up to about 17 people on this call for the second week's part of doing it. I know that you all have given some type of insight to them, and I just want to thank the people for coming on out and being involved with this call. Thank you, Nikki. You are doing some amazing work. You know, just from where you are and the struggles that you was talking about earlier, you've overcome those, and you're getting to where you need to get to. And we still got work to do, and we know that we're going to get there. We're going to get
Yep.
there because by the grace of God, and at the same time, what you're doing with your walking club is blowing up. You got about your walking club. Y'all walking 10 miles and doing those things. I told you, it's only 10% of what I do, and I'm giving you that hump. And then Tiff, with you, you know, I wrote that down seriously because I thought literally, like, people, Tiffany gives me so much grief when she comes to the weight room. She's probably like one of the top two. I'm not gonna say what the other one is, but the top, but it's so good to understand here. But like as a trainer, I understand. I'm not going to be the best friend, right? I'm not going to be that person like during the time that, yay, I feel great. Yes, let's go great. Let's do more of it. You know, I know that's not going to happen, right? But at the same time, I'm going to push. I'm going to make sure that you're safe. I'm going to make sure that you get everything that you get out of it, and I want to make sure that you both get there. And Solita says, "Great job to both of you ladies, and proud of you, Tiff." So get there, good job there. So we got some people just tuning in. I'm telling y'all. So listen, all right, what's coming up next for us? All right, what's coming up next for us? So I want to put a plug in, so that you all know. No, Robin, you are not the other one. So stop plugging. All right, listen, listen. Uh, I want to put a plug in right now so that for those that are still on. But tomorrow, all right, 360 Fit Life, we're having a boot camp. Listen, I know some people are still kind of leery about going into the gym because of this whole COVID-19 thing. But listen, it's safe. It's a safe environment. We're definitely not by anybody capacity where people are stepping over machines and you're right next close to people. People are at the gym, but it's spread out. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m., I've shared the flyer with you all. We had to move it from Eden Park because Eden Park, as you all know, is flood. It's out there, rain and everything else was muddy. So I didn't want people to go out there for that. So we moved it inside to 360 Fit Life, 4600 Smith Road. It's on the flyer. I had to scratch out the flyer and put the other address on there. But we're going to start at 7 p.m. I'm so excited. 7 p.m. We're going to get it in. All right. We're going to have fun. It's going to be music. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to mingle and just get after it so that we can go ahead and make sure that we have a great time in fitness. Okay. So I'm really looking forward, excited for all of you to be part of that. All you got to do is if you want to bring your own mat, you can do that. We got mats, but if you want to bring mat, water, and a towel, that's all you got to do. It's $15. It's $15 to join. You can cash at me. That secures your spot. Okay. And then from there, I want to make sure that because of social distancing, right? Because of social distancing, I can only take up to 15 people. Okay. Can only take up to, I can't take any more than that. So if you are serious about doing it and you're not contemplating, but you're serious about doing it, and you just want to check me out, you want to check what's going to work out, you want to check the people out who's involved, just come on out. You do not have to be a member at the gym. All right, it's $15. You don't have to sign up for anything. You're just coming in for a Bodied by Rico camp. Okay, and we're looking forward to as far as you being there.
What's some of the workouts we doing?
What's some of the workouts we're doing?
Yeah, what's some of the exercises? I need to prepare my mind for worship.
Yeah. So the exercises y'all gonna be doing is expect the unexpected.
Where my inhaler, Jesus?
There you go. Goodness gracious. Expect the unexpected. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Listen, I will tell you this. That the workouts will be modified. They will be modified for those that are experienced to beginners. So if you're a beginner level, experienced, moderate, whatever, I will modify the workouts for you so that you can do them. You're going to be fine. If you attended my online class, you know how I do it on there. But I will do that for you so that you can feel great and still get through the workout. Okay, so doesn't matter if you're beginner to moderate to experience. All right, so that's what we got going on tomorrow. The other thing that we got going on, all right, is right here on the board. We got our 21-day challenge coming. Our 21-day challenge is coming. I'm sharing the details with you this Saturday. All right, I'm gonna share the details with you this Saturday so you can gear up and get ready for August 1st. All right, then go from the 21 days out there. They say that 21 days creates a habit. Okay, 21 days creates a habit. So if you stick with it and you do that habit, hey, we're gonna go ahead. You're gonna see the results, and you're gonna continue doing that after if you stick to it. Now, it's not going to be like anything else that you've been involved in. Yes, there's going to be a buy-in to it because we're going to do a cash prize at the end. We're giving away money. I'm giving away money to you all. All right, that's right. So you're going to buy into it. You're going to buy into it, but I'm also going to give back. I'm going to give back into it because you all made the sacrifice. I want to make a sacrifice to you all. All right. So I'll tell you about all the details of that, but just know it's a better you. It's a better you. Okay, bettering yourself and what you can do. And you don't have to be in Bodied by Rico family. You can go ahead and do it somewhere else. You can be in a different state, whatever it is. You're just gonna have to do some check-ins with me, and there's some rules and regulations that you're gonna have to do. So stay tuned this Saturday as I go ahead and release that to you. All right. But again, thank you, Nikki. Love you. Thank you, Tiffany. I love you. Thank you all for doing this and coming on. I just really appreciate it. Next week, I'm doing the same thing again. All right, next week. Now, I'm kind of nervous about this one because this is going to be some, like, y'all was real, right? Now, I got to bring on, like, the other half. The other half has been doing keto. She's been doing a detox. She did a detox last week, and she's ready to tell her story. And, oh, boy, is it going to be a story for the people. So, I need to tune in because she ain't gonna hold nothing back. She ain't gonna hold nothing back. I'm gonna have Myra on next week, and then after that, I'm gonna have to get the fellas on. Okay, I got some fellas that's working out, so I got to get the fellas on so they can tell their story too. But definitely, stay tuned for next week. Look forward to that because it's gonna be pretty interesting. I can't wait. Nikki, any final last words that you got for the people? Any final last words? Nikki, any final last words you got for the people? No doubt.
Keep your red cup.
Tiffany, any final last words you got for the people, Tiffany?
I do. Come get bodied.
That's it.
See y'all tomorrow.
I gotta say nothing else. See y'all tomorrow. All right. We out.
Bye.